Hey there, playing Warfrat for my fourth match of this season. We're going to do a mix set, which basically just means that we're going to play games using the mix generators from the previous expansion mix tournaments: Intrigue mix, Prosperity mix, and Dark Ages mix. And we're going to play 2 games each from each set. So, he has a 5-2 on a sentry board, so this is already looking quite grim for me. But I guess I'll play on. University should be really good here, though being able to get clean before that would be better. I think if I had maybe if I'd hit in the 5+ University, I would be sort of competitive, but the trashing lead here is going to be extremely difficult to offset. I can start buying city quarters just because I have 2 universities now. But there's not like a lot of other buys that are better for me. But he should be able to run away with it pretty easily. Your payload is eventually like wild hunt stuff. And then you can do some stuff with count gaining duchies as far as payload goes, but primarily it's wild hunt. I would say gives you most threat. But like, yeah, he's just gonna just wreck me here. I think this is a really good hand for me. And in fact, just in general, a really good turn for me. Whether it will be good enough in the end. I shouldn't have played that university first. That was stupid. That cost me a card of drop. It's quite bad. We can always hope he leaves some pile or something. That's really our only realistic hope here. It would have been nice if I had drawn another card on my last turn. That was pretty bad of me. So I think I maybe only got 3 of those. Not really sure. it was just a really rough 5-2 second player. And he just getting cleaned up. Can buy whatever. Just another mining village is pretty safe. Necromancer's okay. Procession's okay. But like mining villages is super safe. My only hope here, I have to think. I would say my only hope is a very big procession thing. I don't think I can do it this turn. But basically getting processions on my turn would be my probably only way to really make this go. So I gotta think. I don't think there'll be a win. Some other way. Let me think. If I gain 2 processions off the universities, yeah, it's just not gonna do it yet. Or nothing like that's not gonna quite cut it here. Should have probably played the sentry first. I'm not sure actually when I trash I may need the money. That's not clear to me yet. Okay. I don't know that taking the estate really helps me either. I can top deck a wild hunt here. Or a procession. I'm gonna try the wild hunt. So what is better, procession or university? That's the real question. Let's say maybe it's university, but it's in the trash. Necromancers may be valuable as well. Well, they'll probably just be copies of this. This is perfect starting hand for me. He doesn't seem to be playing for a finish. I'm actually pretty surprised he didn't buy, or why he's not gaining processions. Maybe he's worried about a pile out or something. I'm not sure. Just have to see what he gets. I super duper need to empty the processions. I'm not sure if I can even do that. He buys a province. It's interesting. Trying to think if there is a pile out I can do. Not worried about actions, that's for sure. If I could empty estates and duchies, that would be enough points. I think the issue is gonna be procession plays at that point. I do get one buy. I only have 2 processions. I mean, I can wait another turn as well. I mean, he's going to go off and score a whole bunch more points again. But with him not picking up processions, he doesn't really have complete pile threat. I can get part of the problem, of course, is trying to keep the processions chaining so that you get maximum 5 gains off it. As I said, I can wait another turn. If I don't see a win here, there's not a real good incentive for me not to wait another turn. Top deck a city quarter. If I see a finish, then I should go for it, but I don't think there's probably one. I'm going to have a hard time scoring the points. And getting the piles with this deck. I would say. So it's probably draw on and top deck a city quarter and maybe just gain processions. I could take one estate. I mean, he probably has a finish if he tries to get the processions next turn, I would think, but maybe not. I could try and get enough money to buy a province. That wouldn't be too crazy or too hard. I don't think I can do it this turn. So, I don't know what I have on top here. Getting another sacrifice and using it is okay. Oh, the duchy. That's right. I don't think I'm going to buy a university this turn. Though if I can hit 8 regardless, then I don't really care that much. Okay. I don't know if I opened up a 3 pile for him or not. He keeps cranking on these mining villages. Which is sort of weird to me. Well, more than sort of weird to me, but... He's going to get some of the duchies here. I guess 2 of them probably in a province. It was a little unfortunate that I had to, like, telegraph basically part of what I was doing. But, you know. that's life. I mean, that was like the biggest pain of it. Because now there's just going to be a pretty limited amount of gains I can get. Like, the estates can be worth like 2 points apiece if I get to sacrifice them. I have to score 27 points, so I can get 6 pretty easily, and then 9 pretty easily. The wild hunts, I don't think it's in the cards. I mean, I'm going to count and see if I can even do it. Otherwise, I might as well resign. But there's no plus buy. So the province, 15 for the duchies. And then I can play Wild Hunt 6 times, so 5 can be cards, and then 5 can be cards, and then 1 can be gain estate. Oh, yeah, I can't even convert that unless I do that. I guess only 3 can be cards. And then I have to gain them with the rest. So that's 3 points and then 6 points. So that's another 9 points. So it's like 9, 18, 24. So it's just not enough points unless I get an additional turn, which isn't really possible. So I couldn't really score more than I scored last turn. I mean, the sad thing, of course, is that he's able at any point to kind of start doing what I was doing and then, make the duchies low. Maybe there's a way to win on my turn, but I don't think so. I'm just trying to look at the kingdom to make sure I'm not missing anything that can be done to increase the gains. Like, I don't think there is. I mean, there's not a 7 to zombie Mason into a province. So it essentially would require him to totally dud. So I don't think it's... I mean, I can finish the duchies and then buy a province and see. Basically is a thing I can do. But it's... other than that, there's not really... Well, I can... Oh, I have another estate, so that's just 1 more point. That's not enough. Whatever I had said, 9, 9, 24, 25. So I'm getting pretty close. Fortunately, this isn't like a wall board. Then I could have a lot more points to score. But I'm just running through this stuff pointlessly because I'm trying to see if there's an out, but there's just not gonna be. Which means the only thing to do is, as I said, probably get the duchies and then see if he duds. I'm sure he top decked a village, so that's not really a thing that he can do, but he technically has enough stop cards that it's possible. I don't really even need to get the duchies. I mean, I basically just need to get a province. But anyway, I don't have that in hand yet either, so... now it's in hand. Uh-huh. There's also quite a bit of green down here. I don't know if I still have the sacrifice. I mean, I might as well add in some of this stuff. Right. This is so stupid. That's good enough for me. Yeah. I don't know. I got one. There were just not points in the kingdom, or not additional points. I would have needed to play like Wild Hunt like more to catch him there. So I'm not quite seeing how to do it. I don't really like that there was sort of, that he sort of left a door open for me. I mean, he didn't really, as long as he maintained the idea to go for it when he needed to, but it definitely feels like he left a door open to me, but it's probably more just imagination than reality. This could be Swindler Raise is reasonable. This is going to be potentially frustrating. 4 isn't very good. Not really. Raise missing is really bad. Copper trash is okay, it's fine. It's not a big deal anyway. Raise missing hurts quite a bit. Also, he apparently just drew 6, so that's not right. And like he's able to just straight buy nobles there. With a really lucky draw here, I can activate. That's the first half of it. That's not the second half of it. He got a secret cave. That is not the second half of the really lucky draw. Unfortunately. Swindler's about to get swindled. Maybe he'll give me a vassal. The swindler did not get vassaled. Or, the swindler did not get swindled. So he also bottom decked his swindler there. He buys a procession. think it's reasonable. It's good to hit the raises with it, probably. I lose my secret cave, which isn't great. He has 6 again, just off. I mean, I did it too, but I earned it by drawing my silver and swindler together. That's cool. I don't know if horde and gold. I don't know which is like. It's not that bad to buy golds, or I guess I'll give him the horde. I'm not 100% on that one. I don't think I quite have the action density to justify a piazza yet. I don't think I want to trigger the shuffle, so it just looks like this kind of play here. I guess I'll take that curse. Not clear to me. I got a silver. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is not a copper. Oh yeah, that's because I gained it straight to my hand. All right. Goodbye, piazza now. It's getting closer to being good. I guess I'm gonna just give him lots of hordes. The other option there was a GK. There are some draws. No, there aren't. I was going to say that there's some draws, but that's not true. Because you need 6, I think. Yeah. Okay. Technically, there are draws because I can get the nobles and it could draw silver and the lamp, but no one's hit the lamp yet. That's good, I guess. I mean, no one's swindled the lamp. Okay. Island's really not that bad to get, but he probably prefers to have his procession. I was gonna say, I think my last card's a curse. So this potentially will set up my piazza. It does not. This is the best thing to do here. I'm really looking for the torturer. That's not gonna cut it. So again, we're shy 1. If we got the torturer, we would have made it for sure. But we didn't. Yeah, we're just at 5 again. Okay. Question, do I want a procession instead of this thing? It would be another GK, I guess. I've had better swindler hits for sure. Like, yeah, the question would just be really, like, procession on raise is pretty good for whatever, but the rest are not that spectacular. I could have got a secret cave too. This is probably just fine for discarding. Should I do? I guess it should be actions. pretty clearly. We don't want to play the second GK. I guess unless we know it's something we can... What's the last card? Like if it's a copper, that's okay. And in fact, I want to play it. Or a curse. All right. Now we're moving and grooving. Question here is how aggressive do I want to be versus Torture by would be most aggressive. Groundskeeper potentially is better points. Maybe a little safer. Hopefully he doesn't have his torture. That's fine. I can live with that. Goal here is to like play 2 tortures. Okay, he resigns. I think that's fair. I was going to play 3 tortures. That turned pretty likely and get a little cleaner. And then probably buy like another Nobles. It looked pretty good for me anyway. This is... I don't actually remember. Okay. So, by Corey. Farmer's Market Gladiator is reasonable. I guess the plaza split is pretty important. Silver is fine. Given that the plaza split is pretty important, what is the opening? Silver's probably a little safer in that respect. He should have a goons here. I also have a goons. I think his draw is a little worse than mine. That's gonna hurt a little bit. This could be double plaza. Or really, it could be plaza tragic hero. There's no trashing. So guess that was all my plazas. Probably play this here, right? Just to shuffle. I mean, I know I'm likely to draw the goons dead, but I think the cycling is worth it. If he doesn't have his quarry, this isn't so bad, but plaza split, I can't decide because you can't really build the deck. Like, it doesn't actually work. There's just, without trashing, you just can't actually do it. It's still useful to have the plazas. But, like, you know, it's not the game necessarily. Doesn't help me, but trying to think if I want a tragic hero. There's no real reason to save the coffers up, or at least you can pretty much just save them up some other hand too. He'll buy a tragic hero now. You're never gonna windfall. There's like very little incentive to pilgrimage, I would say. It can be Goon's tragic hero. Could just be a scepter. This is whatever. I mean, it's fine. You'd rather see this stuff clumped here than like one plaza, so I may get a pilgrimage here just because, like, what else am I gonna buy? It's really not clear to me what the game looks like long term because of the lack of trashing. A long game will favor him with the plaza split, so I can think about looking for ways to end it, but I don't know that there really are any, if that makes sense. It's pretty safe to discard most times with your plaza because it's not like you're gonna you're not real likely to draw a trigger shuffle. I mean, depending on the shuffle, but if it's at the start of a shuffle, you're not very likely to trigger it. I don't know if this is worth buying a pilgrimage for. I mean, I can wait until I have a scepter in play, right? Even another Goons and Tragic Cure at this point isn't that ideal for deck composition. So this is a really cool opening hand for me. How many? I don't know that I need to save the Tragic Heroes, right? I mean, I gain Scepters with them is pretty good. So there's not really a reason to discard now. I don't need to preserve my hand size for any magical reason. I can do it now just to get the thing, get the scepter. I guess it's possible with enough scepters Well, it's hard. You can't really play the Tragic Heroes again, so it's not that easy. I'm definitely drawing well, given my deck. Like, these are all really nice draws for me. So do I want to play the Goons again, or do I want to play the Tragic Hero again? I guess I can play the Tragic Hero again and it won't. I guess that's a consideration of, should I have played the Tragic Hero in such a way that it gained me a scepter, or is it better to play it in such a way that it doesn't? I mean, Tragic Heroes are cheaper than scepters, right? And I have the Quarry in play, so I probably I think I would rather have an additional scepter. The draw itself didn't help me at all, other than that it moved around some. You can sort of control which whether you activate the Tragic Hero or not if you don't have too many estates in here. Well, it doesn't really matter. You never have so many. I guess eventually you could, but I'm trying to think if I want another Quarry for better 3-pile threat. Probably be able to get the farmers markets no matter what once these Tragic Heroes are gone, so I don't think it makes a huge difference to have one or two. Here I'll probably just play the farmers market. I may get another Quarry here. See if he buys province. It can just be like the next person to have a biggish turn will win. At least in theory that's possible. I mean, yeah, ultimately, how much you can do here is going to depend heavily on whether you line up a turn that has the plazas and the Tragic Heroes. Not so much on whether you play like a genius or anything. So I think if I had 8, I would probably go ahead and buy it. This may be a pile out for him. I'm not sure. Okay. This is alright for now. He's probably going to buy a scepter. I mean, if I draw a Tragic Hero, I have a sort of a shot of doing something nice. This is unfortunately 2 of my plazas with no tragic hero. Like I said, and I'm unlikely to like see through the deck again. So it's a fairly unfortunate draw. I'm trying to think if I really have the ability to finish. I really probably meant to buy a duchy there too, or a estate there too, and I don't think it matters much. Yeah, unfortunately I'm in this situation here where if I don't find a plaza, then I don't really do much. I guess I'll just end by, I don't know if it helps me to do the farmer's market. It probably doesn't. We're just always living in this do you draw a village with your smithy thing, which isn't very yeah, so I bottom decked 2 plazas in these last 5 cards. Didn't hit any plazas with tragic heroes. So there's not. And I'm just going to pass my turn and hope I top deck some tragic heroes on the next shot. I can also play one of these and see if I just want to try and clear off some of these cards. I mean, I'm fairly likely to draw plazas. At the same time, I know there's no tragic heroes in there with it, so it's almost like you want to... well, I drew both of them, so that's the worst outcome. I don't think there were tragic heroes in there with them. I think I had drawn the rest, but there could have possibly been a tragic hero. Nope. Yeah, this is just like... just really a crapshoot. So that'll be good for him, or it for him. He'll be able to buy the whatever, the last of it. Yeah, it was always just going to depend on how you lined up Village Smithy on your final shuffle there once you kind of had the ability to threaten a 3 pile. There wasn't a whole lot you could do to help yourself, really. I don't think. Could be wrong. So this one has coin and lots of draw, and well, not lots of draw, some draw. Crown Blessed Smithy is lots of draw. That counts. Plenty of villages. Village split, not an issue here. I'm probably going to open Lone Plaza. I could do a Fool. Could open Lone Fool. Maybe I'll open Lone Fool. I'll buy the Lone and see what he trinkets in addition to this. Fool's not very good with the goons, of course. That's not especially good. But this has got to just be a wild hunt. I think you just buy wild hunts anytime you have 5. Maybe on 1/6 you take a goons, but wild hunts are pretty important here. This is maybe a bit premature for a bishop, in my opinion. I like bishop here, but I think I like it. I think I like it better after. This could be coin. I think I like it better after you've got a goons. I don't think that was worth villaing for. Didn't look like it would be to me. Okay, he just is already, he didn't even play the bishop, which is strange. I mean, I guess maybe he just had 5. That doesn't sound possible. He had to have more cards in hand. I think that is a bit weird, but you know, whatever. This is a really great opening hand for me. Clearly. This will be a goons. I guess there's some you don't really want the villains in deck though. There's no. You can make an argument for a crop rotation. Probably. I've had really good lone luck. This is a great draw. Okay, this will probably just be another wild hunt for me. It could be a crown. Continue to have great lone luck. Maybe next 5 will be a crown, but for now I'm okay. Particularly with the coin on the mat. Whatever I get with my buy here, with my plus buy, I'd probably go for a bishop plus a 5 if I have 9. Potentially just plaza. He has not played the bishop. That's the bishop as just pure arena fodder is kind of funny. I don't know that that's like very good, but this I can discard. Okay. So I am going to go ahead and play on. I'll have to think if I want to do coin or whether I want to buy a villa. It's probably just coin, right? I don't want to. I still don't really want to add the villa at this point. I could think about a crop rotation. I only have 1 copper left. I've had really great lone luck. I mean, that one wasn't luck excuse me. That one wasn't luck per se, but it was still quite good for me. So this could be crown, plaza, crown crop rotation. Crop rotation gets worse here in a bit. Grand Bishop is pretty appealing. He still doesn't have a goons. I fortunately have enough money in hand already for the villa, so it's not like a nervous wild hunt play here. First villa we've had to gain. Discard that. This should let us hit. I don't really care about the estate points. I don't think we're gonna I don't think that's likely to matter. I may take him next turn if it's worth doing. So he did keep an estate in hand. I guess he just didn't have anything else worth keeping. This could be Crown Goons or Crown Wild Hunt or Plaza Goons. It wouldn't be bad to get a draw just from perspective of I do have the coin. I could get another coin. Maybe next turn. That's like totally fine with me. That points lead doesn't matter at all. I'll already make up 6 of it this next turn. Maybe more. Have the coin. It would be nice to have another coin, but okay, I don't have to call the coin. I'm kind of stuck on draw here though, which is unfortunate. No, I think I want to play everything. Okay, there's definitely wild hunts in the bottom here. Which of these two is worth trashing? I don't really want to gain a silver, nor do I really want to play the loan. How much money will I have? 7, 8, 10 potentially. I guess I'm likely to just go coin hunt here. I don't have to play the loan. don't need to buy the coppers yet. Yeah, that's just not a very good turn for him. Maybe able to get the third goons mid-turn here. If we can find a crown for one of these guys. Okay. That didn't happen. So, what shall we do? We'll call the coin here. I think it's probably crown, crown, goons, bishop. That was actually fairly unlucky drop just based on my deck to not see the crowns till the end, but it's okay. Clearly it's okay. So I think 2 wild hunts, a crown, and a coin is okay. Yeah, I didn't see his draws to know. I wasn't watching his draws, so he probably got super shafted. I didn't like his bishop buy, but other than that, I wasn't really paying much attention to what he was doing. To be perfectly honest. So I didn't watch his shuffles to see if they're super bad. Mine were certainly fine throughout, and some of them really good. So says a triumph. The druid does have wisps, so that's definitely a possibility. There are villages. It does not have flames gift, so that's makes it a little harder. Druid Conclave seems like a reasonable open here. If you have the actual 5-2, then Druid Hunting Party. He goes for the double. I have to think. Feels like you still need to buy the 5s. Obviously, adding 2 coppers means you have some better chance of just drawing 5 in hand. I mean, they can be played as coppers. So, for $1. So, double druid's still, you know. He can also advance them if he wants. I'm going to try the Conclave. That was just my first thought. Maybe he's planning on really hitting the advances, which that's reasonable. I mean, I guess he is. I mean, that's sort of what he's doing. Well, it's certainly what he's doing. But, I don't know if it's actually like... I don't know if you literally have to go for them this hard, I guess, is my question. Because I feel like okay about what I have so far. I guess he gets to advance a bunch here. No, he discarded them, so he probably has some, but this is fairly sad. 3. I would have bought another Conclave given the option. I'm not entirely sure. Was my other one before a shuffle? No, okay. Post shuffle. I don't know that I want a silver. I don't probably want the Humble Castle. I do want Bandit Camps. Silver does help with that, so maybe it is okay. Here we'll just try and get... I mean, I guess you can use the Druids sort of strictly as a printing for 5s. I think that's fine. If there were Tomb here, then it would be like really, really good, but it's good here. Humble Castle doesn't inspire me. I don't know if I should go for maximum. I think I should probably go for maximal cycling, which would mean not play the Druid. Guess it's not totally crazy to get a embargo either. I mean, it kind of serves the same purpose, potentially, as a Druid would. Swashbuckler is possible too. Here I'll just buy a 5, I think. Feels like I'm bottom decking a little bit, but compared to him, with the same number of hunting parties, and he is running more than I am. But it's not clear to me. I'll buy a Swashbuckler on my turn. He could start shuffling bad, hopefully. I'm going to need a little bit of that to come back here. That or him leaving a 3 pile, which is not that likely, but I think I have 2 Druids and he has 3 left. I mean, I like what he's done. It was cute. I didn't really consider I mean, I thought of advance, but not just churning through Druids. I don't think mine has left me far behind in terms of... If I'm behind at this point, I think it's just because this turn was really good compared to maybe my previous turns, but just in terms of a shuffle. But that's fine. Yeah, if he keeps getting these at the start, I'm completely toast, because... okay, he at least ran out of cantrip there, so he didn't get to draw. This is actually okay for me. Or better than okay. This was fortunate for me. Because if I can't get a clean shuffle here, it gives me a shot, I think, to be back in it. Okay. this is fine. Trying to think how much I value activating the swashbuckler. I guess I could have tried harder for that. Okay, this is really not good, actually. Maybe I just can't trigger that shuffle. I guess I probably didn't think it through all the way. There is a hunting party in there, I believe, but this may be a little bit sad. I could think about triumphing here. I'm not going to, I don't think, but I could think about it. It would be a I mean, I did gain a lot of cards. My wisps all drew well, which you generally well, they drew probably better than average. I think they pretty much all hit, so that's definitely lucky. Yeah, I'm not. I think there's a hunting party in there. But that's obviously not doing much for me here. It would take some time before either of us would get the thing. The chest. He's emptying. This is like technically, I think, pileable for me. There's the hunting party. He is getting these at the start. Yeah, he's gonna probably win here. It's fairly likely. He has to have quite a few actions in hand at the end, but if he's looking for it, it should be doable, I would think. Like, he's not... I mean, maybe he doesn't have the druids for it anymore. Maybe he only has one druid, so that's... never mind, he's not going to have the bias to do it. It feels like he's had better luck than me on the shuffles, but... It wasn't like I didn't buy hunting parties or something. We'll see what he does. Okay. I'm going to get to see one card that's not a... this has been quite lucky. Well, that was incredibly lucky for me. Did he didn't even triumph. So why did he buy all that stuff if he wasn't going to triumph? That's sort of weird. He gained... I mean, I guess he really wanted the haunted castle. I don't know. It's kind of terrible with his hunting parties, right? He just added... I don't think he had a silver. So he just had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 differently named cards to his deck. I hope he gets punished for that. And they're all more expensive than the wisps. What the wisps can draw. I will probably gain the opulent just because I can get it pretty easily off in advance. I know he has less gains than me now, so I can build a little bit more than him. More aggressively than him. So that's cool. I need to think about killing a wisp, though. Did I discard a hunting party? Let's see what I discarded. Copper Estate. That was lucky. It looks like the rest didn't discard. I think there are more wisps down here, maybe. I mean, if this hand is okay, I should probably just take it. Right. I guess the advantage would be to try and draw up more. Money. This potentially would be worse, though. I'm not even certain I have 5 hunting parties, to be honest. I was just basing that off what he did. Discards a copper and estate. Yeah. So there's copper estate and 2 spoils in there. So we would go wisp by. I feel a little bit uncertain. Well, how much money do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 9, 10 would be kind of exact money for what I want to do. That must be a sign or something. Oh wait, I can't. Well, it's still reasonable to advance the thing. I think. I was thinking I could advance it into Opulent Castle the whole time, of course. He can only play 1 druid, right? So he can get up to 3 buys. Is all. I was wrong about there being a hunting party. So we learned that. I don't know in which manner I miscounted, but probably several. Okay, he's not moving anywhere this turn. This is okay, to be honest, since he didn't really do much on his turn. I mean, he didn't get to a point where he can threaten to pile. So I'm pretty happy. I still think his castles are weird. Maybe he can finish on estates. Not quite. You get pretty close. I can finish on estates if he doesn't take it, but his deck is certainly gonna be worse at drawing than mine at this point. He could go estates and double triumph. That's pretty good. That's going to be a lot of points for me to try and make up. But if I can say, double province triumph or something, I think I probably still get close to him. It might take triple province, which I'm not sure I have the resources for. Maybe if I stack deck. There would be some chance of me getting 2 turns. He would be 5 in debt, and so, or 4 in debt. So there would be some chance he couldn't even pay it off to buy the estate, but not really something you'd want to count on. I guess I could have... No, I didn't really have a way to do it. These are big triumphs, unfortunately. And sadness abounding. Well, that was lucky, I guess. We still have to find the conclave to have any chance here. I really needed the wisps to draw every time. I also probably need a conclave play to hit on Druid, amongst other things. I guess Grand Castle might give me enough points with a big enough triumph. I need 27 points. Because I would take a tie. For sure. I can't remember if there's another... I can't remember what there's more of in here. I guess not swashbucklers. I guess I needed to play the Druid. I don't think that was going to be enough points. It's not very likely, but it is possible he could fail to have the money here. I don't think I had it even if I had gotten that druid. So in that case, this is a little bit nicer. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then so it's just at 4 basically. 6, yeah. I'm gonna need those points. Now for the rest, it might be better to have, probably not better than just a province. I could have taken the, no, I didn't have that much money. On my one whatever turn. Like Bandit Camp Swashbuckler here doesn't really help me. It's just not going to leave me with enough points. I guess I could try Duchy. I don't know that that matters. If I get another turn, I think if it fires off, I'm fine. He could have. It was not like impossible for him to miss there, but all right, one more game. I felt kind of sad about my draws there. Some turns were nice. I think I'd have to go back to see if there's something better I could do, but this could of course be quite painful. You can open Fortress. I guess you go Silk Merchant Improve and then Bonfire next. I guess this can just be a upgrade. The funny thing about improve is you can only improve. Well, you could always only do that. Never mind. Question is, do I want a hunting party or do I just want another upgrade? Probably the upgrade, right? I mean, there may be some advantage to having a hunting party. You don't really... I mean, you don't lose deck size, so... Oh, he doesn't have a fortress yet. I see. I'm afraid I'm going to take away all the fun from him here. I should make sure... I should triumph once here at the end just to... you know... make sure I'm doing this in a reasonable manner, but... well, that was not a long game. Okay, I just keep tying everybody in league. So right now I'm at 12 even, so either either I beat Brian up and maybe advance, or I just, probably just stay in B. Or I lose real bad and I get demoted. So anyway, thank you all for watching, and see you later.